Do you know even after clearing the coding rounds and aptitude rounds in the TCS NQT exam, you got the selection for the TCS Prime interview or TCS Digital interview, and still you can get demoted to TCS Ninja or not even get any job, because your interview performance is the main performance that is going to decide which role you are going to get offered in. Meanwhile, even if you got selected for TCS Digital or TCS Prime interview, but if you not perform well in the interview, they will demote you to TCS Ninja role, or you're performing very worse, then they might not even give you any offer as well. So make sure to prepare these particular topics which I am going to discuss in this video, and you can easily crack TCS Digital and Prime role jobs. So this video is going to be very important for those candidates who are aiming for TCS Digital and TCS Prime role. For TCS Ninja role, I have already made a separate video about the interview preparation and experience. I'll give the link in the description box in the I button as well. You can go and check that video. So make sure to prepare these topics before your interview is there. You will get enough time, and I will give you only important topics that they are going to must ask in your interview. So make sure to check all the topics and prepare accordingly. Let's start the video. But before moving on, if you are new to the channel, make sure to click on the subscribe button. Join our Telegram channel, WhatsApp channels from the description box link, and also make sure to click on the bell icon after subscribing, because we post multiple hiring, onboarding, exam, interview, and all the industry updates, training updates, onboarding and joining updates, everything every day regularly. Make sure not to miss out. So let's start the video. So these are the topics that you must prepare for TCS Digital and Prime interviews. So first they are going to ask you, like every interview, this is one of the common questions, that tell me about yourself. There you have to just introduce yourself, your degree, what is your major, that is stream, and if you have any favorite topics or favorite subjects, make sure to mention that. That will direct your course of interview. Like if you are giving any topics that is your favorite, or if you have interest in, like that, you can say, they will ask some questions at least from that topic. Okay, that will boost your confidence also and your score also. Next, the main important topics in every interview is going to be SQL and OOPS and DBMS. These three things, this is going to be important for both TCS Ninja and Digital Prime. Every interview, this is going to be important, but the level of question will be higher for Digital and Prime than other interviews. So SQL from basics to intermediate, they are going to ask you. Even they might ask you to write some SQL queries. They will tell you the conditions. Also, if you have some knowledge about NoSQL or PostgreSQL, like that, if you have any other like database management systems and knowledge, that will give you some extra advantage, and that is going to be good for you. So next, they are going to ask you DBS concepts like normalizations concept, acid properties, transactions, okay, and deadlocks, how you can remove deadlock, these type of things they can ask you. So make sure to have clear concepts about DBMS and SQL. This is going to be one of the important parts. Next is going to be OOPS concept. So OOPS, like the basic pillars of OOPS, all the four pillars, their definition, their real life examples, and also their implementing examples, like how you can implement, where you can implement these things. Also, like the exception handling, method overloading, method overriding, these things you should have a clear knowledge about. Next, going to be your resume oriented. So whatever you have written in your resume, make sure you have a clear knowledge about that. Okay, they might ask you anything you have written in your resume. They can pick any of these and ask you questions. Suppose you have written some certifications in cyber security, so they will ask you questions from cyber security. Suppose you have done some internship on ML or AI ML, like that, they can ask you questions related to that. Okay, so whatever you have written in your resume, make sure to have concept and clear knowledge about that. Especially projects is going to play the main role in TCS Digital and Prime interviews. Okay, projects, whatever you have written, okay, make sure to have understanding about the workflow of the project, and which part of your project's code is doing what, why you have implemented the project in that way, what other things you could have used, and why you did not have used those things instead of what you have used, and what is the main purpose of the project, and why, and what are the different technologies you have used in your projects, what are the different concepts you used in your projects. Okay, these things they are going to ask. Okay, especially now if you are already in your fourth year, I am assuming, so now you guys have already going to complete your 4th year, so they will ask questions from projects must, because everyone, even if you have done no personal projects or no internship or other training projects, still for every college there is a 4th year or final year project that you must complete before completing your uh, engineering degree. So they will ask you about your projects. Okay, so because everyone should have already at least one projects, and if you have more than one, make sure to have clear idea about that. That will give you some extra points as well. One of the other main deciding factors in TCS digital and prime role is going to be your knowledge in latest technologies. This area they are going to give prior importance. This area they are going to give very much importance. Any of this, okay, you don't have to have knowledge about all of this, but pick any of this and have all the basics and concepts clear about it. Okay, you can just search in YouTube and Google anywhere, like top 100 questions, top interview questions, just name the topic, whatever you have a basic idea. Suppose you have idea about cyber security, so go and search in the YouTube or Google anywhere the top interview questions about cyber security or top 100 questions of cyber security. You will get multiple videos, multiple links, anything you can get. Okay, similarly for cloud and AI/ML also, anything, any top latest technologies, whatever I have mentioned here, AI/ML, cyber security, cloud, even cryptocurrency and all also you can have idea, but these three are the main things. Okay, so having good knowledge about cloud and AI/ML will give you some extra advantage. Next is going to be whatever things you have written in your resume regarding your trainings, certifications and internship. If you have done internship in any company or on any particular topic or project, and training also in any other than your college, if you have done any other training for any particular topic, any certifications from Udemy or any other courses also, and if you are mentioning these things in your resume, even if you're not mentioning, they might ask you that if you have done anything or not. But if you are mentioning, make sure to have proper knowledge, clear knowledge about these things, because they might ask you questions. Suppose you have done some internship, they will ask you what have you done in your during your internship tenure, what projects and what technologies you have learned, you have worked on, and they might ask questions from there. So make sure to have a clear idea on that as well. Next going to be coding. So there, if you are aiming for TCS digital and prime interviews, there is a high chance of getting coding questions. Not for everyone, they might not even ask, but for many cases they might ask also coding questions, but they won't ask you to write the detailed code of a huge code. Okay, they will not ask. If it is a small code, they might ask you to run it and write it, but if it is a big code, they will just ask you what is the flow of your thinking going, what methods you are using. Okay, basically problem solving things. They will ask you how you can solve this problem, what are the different data structures, or what are the different methods you are going to ask to solve these problems. If it is a long problem, for short problems they might ask you to write the coding as well. And finally there will be some situation based HR questions, like why you want to join TCS, or they might give you some situations like this happening in your project or in your company, and you are the team lead, how will you handle this situation, like that. These things they will also ask. So if you are having complete grasp on these topics, if you are preparing these topics with 100% of your time or mentality, and if you are having clear concept about these things, then there is huge chance of you guys clearing the digital or prime role interviews. Okay, even if you are going for prime, at least digital role you will get if you are getting this call clear. Okay, so that's it. If you have any other queries, you can comment down, or you can also check my TCS Ninja interview preparation videos and interview experience videos. Also real students, those who have given the digital and prime interviews, what is their experience of how they have shared. We have made videos on that as well. You can you can check those experience videos of digital and prime interview as well. I'll give all the links in the description box and in the I buttons.